How can the actor who portrayed Deadpool somehow overshadow the founder of a multi-billion-dollar company when it comes to marketing? That doesn't sound right at all, does it? So how has Reynolds' quirky, authentic approach to marketing managed to beat Jobs at his own game? Imagine Steve Jobs, the prophet of tech trends, in his informal black turtleneck and jeans, convincingly presenting the latest Apple product. His presentations were legendary, each one a masterclass in building anticipation and then triumphantly meeting it. Apple's new product releases were tightly coordinated sequences of creative ideas wrapped in elegant packaging. Now enter Ryan Reynolds, who seems to embrace polished perfection only to toss it out the window. For Reynolds, authenticity and humor are like the twin brothers he's always wanted. His ads for Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile are not only hilarious, but also pop culture savvy, humble, and real. Reynolds isn't above making fun of himself, which makes his marketing campaigns feel like an informal chat with a buddy. Remember the Aviation Gin ad where Reynolds cheekily mocks the seriousness of typical alcohol commercials? He's so entertaining that he makes people feel as if they're in on the joke. This kind of laid-back persona isn't something Jobs' high-tech presentations often aspired to. It's undeniable that Steve Jobs was at the pinnacle of the technology stage. His product launches were theatrical performances that highlighted the caliber of technological innovation like never before. Consider the first iPhone launch in 2007, a pioneering event that shifted the world and redefined how product launches are done. When it came to hype and creating a buzz, Jobs was second to none, and every presentation delivered on this aim. Ryan Reynolds, on the other hand, is always ready to disrupt things using more traditional strategies in profound ways. Rather than spending millions on a Super Bowl ad for Mint Mobile, he opted for a print ad. Yes, a print ad. You can find Mint Mobile ads on YouTube, and they're compelling and creative, using humor to keep viewers engaged. The result? Sign-ups at Mint Mobile increased exponentially. Reynolds doesn't limit himself to newspaper and magazine advertisements. He uses both conventional and new age media equally. His Aviation Gin ads span print, online, and social media platforms to reach as many people as possible, while ensuring the ads are interesting and memorable. This multi-channel strategy contrasts with Jobs' more high-tech, one-stream approach. We all know that Steve Jobs' marketing strategy was a carefully planned and executed letter-perfect campaign. Everything he unveiled in the market was done with meticulous planning and care to create the best impression. Although this approach was very successful, it lacked the live streaming and shareable nature that viral content demands. While Jobs' presentations were outstanding and educational, none of them were viewed millions of times like Reynolds' videos. What's notable about Reynolds is that his posts are always likely to go viral. His ads for Gin, a wireless service, and a dating site have received millions of views. Reynolds' approach contrasts sharply with Jobs' carefully orchestrated product unveilings. Reynolds leverages social media and viral marketing with campaigns designed to be tweeted, posted, and commented on, generating organic traffic and buzz that money can't buy. Consider the Aviation Gin ad with the girl from the Peloton ad. By parodying the backlash to the original ad, Reynolds created a second ad that quickly gained traction. It was posted and reposted on social media, sparking discussions that contributed to the brand recognition of Aviation Gin. This kind of organic spread is one of the best proofs of Reynolds' marketing brilliance. Steve Jobs never engaged in controversy and always kept Apple's image clean. His marketing was strategically planned, with the primary aim being product supremacy and monopolistic control. Despite this, his approach was static and not as reactive as Reynolds' strategies. We've already mentioned the famous Peloton ad that went viral, but we haven't discussed why. Peloton, a stationary exercise bike, was advertised with a commercial depicting a husband giving his wife a Peloton bike, which changed her life over a year. The ad was criticized because the actress playing the wife was already fit, and the idea of a husband gifting his wife a Peloton for Christmas, expecting her to appreciate it, didn't sit well with many. This ad had nothing to do with Ryan Reynolds or Aviation Gin, but 48 hours after it aired, Reynolds featured the actress from the ad in a new Aviation Gin commercial, mimicking the controversy and ensuring his brand stayed relevant. Jobs, though a genius, was cautious, and this caution showed in his approach to advertising Apple, keeping things as conventional as possible. Reynolds was able to move quickly on the Peloton ad controversy, bringing out the humor in it and demonstrating his strategic marketing acumen and understanding of public opinion. By directly addressing the controversy and using humor to diffuse it, Reynolds turned a potential PR disaster into a marketing boon. Such tactical and dynamic characteristics were not part of Jobs' more conventional strategies. Moreover, Steve Jobs had a straightforward approach to communication and rarely beat around the bush. His presentation skills, particularly during product launches, were highly structured and formal, leaving little room for spontaneity. While this strategy was effective in conveying Apple's message, it wasn't as interactive as Reynolds' approach. Reynolds doesn't even leave email autoresponders unused. He utilizes them innovatively. While marketing Aviation Gin, he would give out his email address on talk shows, generating a lot of traffic. His autoresponders were hilarious and constantly updated, turning even the simplest email responses into marketing gimmicks. This kind of creativity and engagement is something Jobs' more conventional methods couldn't compete with. Reynolds' autoresponders on social media were not only funny, but also generated interest in the brand. This individualized interaction was lacking in Jobs' more rigid communication style. Lastly, Apple's chief executive, Steve Jobs, was famous for his bitter feuds with counterparts like Microsoft and Google. These rivalries were often marked by a serious and business-like approach, focusing on product quality and market share. While this approach was effective in driving innovation and differentiation, it lacked the entertaining aspect present in Reynolds' marketing tactics. Reynolds knows how to start a friendly feud to keep his brand in the news. This strategy of light-hearted competition adds a fun dimension to marketing, which Jobs didn't attempt to master. A great example is the banter between Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Their comic relationship, both on social media and in commercials, creates a sense of closeness and fun for their fans. This type of playful interaction not only keeps both brands in the spotlight, but also sets a positive and friendly tone. Steve Jobs was undoubtedly one of the greatest marketing minds of our time. However, Ryan Reynolds is a modern, relatable, and humorously oriented marketing genius. His relatability, creative use of traditional media, viral marketing, and ability to turn controversy into opportunity make him one of the greatest marketers today. Though Jobs' strategies were unique for his era, Reynolds has mastered the techniques that suit the modern world of social media. Ryan Reynolds' strategy is a perfect example of the importance of trying new things. With humor, authenticity, and creativity as his primary tools, he has redefined marketing for the digital age. While Apple's founder, Steve Jobs, will long be remembered as a marketing guru, Reynolds is emerging as the new face of marketing in today's world. If you enjoyed this, check out the other videos below for more interesting comparisons and current topics.